Ready.
For just the 6th time in franchise history, the Panthers are matched up against the Texans. Houston looks to tie the series with the win on Thursday night primetime.
PA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. I'm Brandon Gaudin, to my right, Charles Davis. Happy to be with you. And, CD, we've got a couple of very potent offenses about to take the field below us in this one.
Both potent, but they certainly go about things in different ways, don't they, partner? On one side, you've got the #1 rushing offense in the league. They want to run, 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 and wear you down and own the time of possession. But then on the other side, you got an offense who thinks pass first, second, and third, and they're up near the top of the league in passing yards, and they like to strike quickly. We'll see which style of offense prevails in this one.
Entering play calls. Kickoff right. Kickoff left.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft, and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And his first pass is...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Right there weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. It's Hill, complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now they go play action now. Burrow. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Before you got the quarterback on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking.
On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
R2 button.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So here are the Panthers under head coach Matt Rule. Leading him out, the rookie from Ohio State at 22 years of age. It's Justin Fields.
And he's off to a tremendous start here through 2 weeks of the season. Already 9 touchdown passes.
Entering play call. Regoni H. Counter Y. Y stick. AHB power O. Gun plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9 category. Formation. I form. Single gap. I form. Single gap. Wing. Slug OC. Mesh. 26 duo. Florida stretch. AHB stretch.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Cross button.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines.
Entering play call. Wing tight. There are AHB zone WK. Formation. There are 9. Concept. There are screen. Play action. Do. Pass print. Pared. Pass print HB flat. Pass print H. Pa HB wheel.
Last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Cross button.
Play action. Fields.
Circle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And that falls to the ground. Incomplete.
Entering play call. 2. There are 2 categories. You have 11. Concept. There are 9 categories. Formation. There are 9 categories. Player. There are plan. There are coach suggest 4 verticals. 4 vertical. AHB angle. Southeast corner.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
That'll be complete to Alan Lazard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
In man coverage, your #1 cardinal rule, don't get beat deep. And that's why the comeback route is so effective, because that's how they're selling it, Brandon. Taking you all the way upfield before breaking it back down.
Entering play call. Coach suggests gun plan. Player. There are 9. Formation. There. Concept. Screen pass. Run. Option. Quick pass. Stick. There. Stick. 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 Cross button. R1 button.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
Entering play call. Stick. Stick. Concept. Medium pass. Deep pass. Medium. Quick option. Run.
First win of the season.
Inside zone split.
Talking with the defense coordinator.
Close zone STR. Inside zone split.
Was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, Williams.
R2 button.
He'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Entering play call. Inside zone split. Zone pick jet.
Player of the week for
Zone pick jet. AHB/FK and yard.
And some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now Williams.
R2 button.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line.
Entering play call. Inside zone. There are 11 categories. Concept. Formation. There are 9 player. There are 9. Plan. There are 9 categories. Run outside is select. Coach suggestion. WR off. Zone pick jet. WR option. AHB zone WK.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll hand it off now. Williams.
Cross button.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. Twice to AHP dive.
We left now with 3rd and 1.
AHP stretch.
Downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play. Compact, strong, physical runner. He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition. And that's despite sharing the backfield with another 1,000-yard rusher, Michael Carter.
Entering play call. Coach gun plan. Player. Error. Formation. Concept. Screen. Play action. Do. Pass print. Pared.
Now it's Fields off the boot.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
This brings it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Entering play call. Padu. Pa HB reel. Concept. Screen pass. Run. Inside zone split. Close zone ST. AHB zone WK.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Cross cutting.
Now a handoff.
Cross cutting.
Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the...
Entering play call. Inside zone. There are 11 categories. Inside zone split.
Last week, of course.
AHB zone WK. Zone thick jet. AHB/FK and guard.
That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things out.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Williams going to get 2nd down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line. But
entering play call. Inside zone. There. Concept. There. Option.
3rd and 4.
Pass.
Quick option.
Medium pass.
Because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play filing that away right now.
Yeah,
you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
Gonna get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Robert Quinn drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment...
Entering play call. Coach gun plan. Player. There are formation. Concept. Play height. There are 9 categories. Concept. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Pat. Do. Pass print HD flat. Pared.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Cross cutting.
Snap it to Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, The team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
They just need to follow him.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And Carolina scores to cap it off.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Here we go.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Danielle Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Second and 20. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, 77 yards. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game.
If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And you'd think on 3rd down, they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Big play.
And the final number on that throw, boy, it traveled an even 69 yards.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
R2 button.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He topped the 200-yard mark a week ago. You know they're going to have a lot of eyes and hopefully for them bodies.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, gun plan, there, player, there, formation, there, concept, there are 9 categories, deep pass, gun pass, switch X, AHD angle, shallow cross, putty seam, switch X compact, putty, shallow cross.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do?
Cross button,
From what you
square
did,
button,
does that work?
square button.
Be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Entering play, switch X compact, concept, play action pass, screen pass, play action pass, do, there, pass print HB flat, red.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Cross button,
To throw, Fields.
triangle button,
That'll be
R2 button.
Stevenson. It'll be a gain of 5. And that
Entering play call, do, there are 2 concept, screen pass, run,
In space because they have the
inside zone split,
also have the ability to run.
close zone STRG,
If you do that throughout the game,
inside zone split,
they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. On 2nd down,
triangle button.
it's Williams. And down he goes at the 49.
Entering play call, inside zone, there are inside zone fit jet, inside zone split,
His ability to sit
PHP zone WK,
was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 3rd down, here's Williams.
R2 button,
And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
entering play call, concept, play type, there, personnel, 2 RB bar 3 T bar 0 W, 1 RB bar 1 T bar 3 WR, doubles, bench, stick.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46.
Cross cutting,
Now a 10th carry.
touching button,
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
entering play call, AHB dive, AHB zone, wide drag wheel.
They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it with Williams.
Cross button,
Have the 1st down and a little more. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
entering play call, AHB dive. Personnel, there are play type, error, concept, formation, player, error, Marquise Brown, Justin Jefferson, Justin, Pa Exverse Cross. Cross button, triangle button, triangle button,
Take a shot for the
triangle button.
And that will be caught, but out.
Entering play call, Justin Jefferson, Pa Exverse Cross, on misdirection, close puck cross, goal post drag, close puck cross.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Circle button.
Play action. It's Fields.
Square button. Cross button.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And they'll bring him down.
Entering play call, Justin Jefferson. You have 75 up. Player, there are 9 cat. Formation, there are 9 cat. I form. Single back. Wing tight. Sluggo seam. Dash.
And the way he was last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Cross button.
On 3rd down.
Cross button.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Entering play call, 26 duo, Florida stretch.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go in an entertaining first quarter of play.
Cross button.
Play action. Fields.
Square button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Jordan Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket, and when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
That was pretty.
On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the PAT. So file that one away. Could eventually loom large here.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic.
Entering franchise screen, you have 9 options. Resume is selected.
Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Possession of the football. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Triangle button.
35 yards that time on the punt, and the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. Pago slot cross.
Be in the books, but it's really
PhD stretch.
isn't it? Because
Pago slot cross.
plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 65.
Now a first down.
R1 button.
Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Young Trip is here,
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
line
There
of scrimmage. They used great
inside zone.
help their
Fade HB wheel.
stacked him up.
Inside zone. Fade HB wheel.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
R1 button. R1 button.
Fields.
R1 button. Square button.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really
Entering play call, coach suggests punt plan. Player. There are 9 formation. There are 9 concept. There option. Run. Inside zone split.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Cross button.
On the ground.
R2 button.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HB zone WK is selected. Gun plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Cat. Formation. There are 9. Concept. There are 9. Play type. There are 9. Pass. Y stick.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have
entering play call, pick FGH shovel, AHB dive.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. Oh, he's got some
button.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies.
Entering play call, coach suggestion, spot.
How are you going to make
stretch,
play call and get
HB wheel,
right spot and win at the
inside zone?
That's what they did there.
HB wheel.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Cross button, R1 button, cross button, R1 button, R1 button, R1 button, square button.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
More consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
We'll take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Tight end, doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
Danielle Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Panthers have recovered. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. 94 will is selected. Double slants. 94 will.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Entering play call, shock H-Hop, AHB zone WK.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And that'll set them back 5.
Entering play, mesh. AHB dive.
Still first down.
Cross button.
Williams. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston.
Entering play call, coach suggests shock H-Hop, inside zone, X out.
Vision is so
AHB mid-draw.
because his
X out.
ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Williams
Cross button.
second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Entering play call, coach gun plan, player, formation, concept, screen, play action, do, power, left.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 14. From the 50, here's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing, and I think...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A quick slant to Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Daniil Hunter, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack in the campaign.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Burrow. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets
Triangle button.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back.
Entering play call. Coach slants.
He'll be hoping to continue.
AHP dive. Slants.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Entering play call. Plan. There are 9. Player. There are 9. Formation. There. I form. Strong. Weak. Pistol. Gun. Goal line. Gun. Split wins. AHP angle. Inside zone split. AHP angle.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Triangle button. Circle button. Cross button.
Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels.
And down he goes.
Entering play call, split twins, error, F slide. RPO powered key, AHP off tackle. RPO powered key, AHP off tackle.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button. R2 button.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Entering play call, formation, error, goal line, Hail Mary, specialty, single back, I form, single back, wing tight, sluggo seam, mesh.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line.
Cross button.
The busy night continues for Williams.
77 yards for him on the ground.
Entering play call, wing tight, error 9, tough large stretch.
No matter how they phrase it, staying
AHP belly weak.
ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
A play fake, now Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Great job.
Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
You throw, what, a touchdown strike?
there you go. That's my man in concert.
Entering play call, coach suggest, thick package shovel. Gun plan, there are, player, there are, formation, concept, keep pass, media, quick, run, script, play action, do, pass print HB flat.
And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Entering play call, coach suggest, thick pad holder, pad again, gun plan, there are not, player, there are not, formation, concept, keep, media, quick, run, script, play action, do, pass print HB flat.
Now Matt Rule keeping the offense on the field to go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it.
Circle button. Square button.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, kickoff left is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Second and 2.
Here's Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Daniil Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Texans on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
R2 button.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints.
Entering play call, wing tight. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Quick slant is selected. Sluggo seam.
Begin the drive.
Cross button.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd.
Entering play call, boob. There are 2 categories. You have 11 options. Toggle left is selected. Concept. There are play tight. There are 9 cat. Run.
They had to walk away from
inside. AHD inside zone.
Stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down and 7.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 91 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And play call. Play call. Play tight. RPO. Run. Inside. AHD inside zone.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Entering play. AHD inside zone.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll run on first down. Williams. 5 yards is the tally on.
Entering play call, inside handoff, there, play type, there are personnel, there are favorites, there are 9 categories, you have 2 options, field goal 60 yards is select, coach suggestion, gun plan, there are 9 categories, run outside is selected, coach suggest, gun plan, there are player, there are 9 formation, there are special team, hail, goal line, gun, pistol, gun, AHD angle.
Second down and 5.
Cross button.
Here's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button. Square button.
Incomplete. He tried to check it down to his right.
Entering play call. F slide. Formation. There are concept. Keep media. Quick option. Run. Screen. Play action. Do. Red.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now it's Fields off the boot.
Triangle button.
He'll get this into the hands.
Cross button.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Entering Padu. Sprint HB flat. Red.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Cross button.
And that one drops down, incomplete.
Entering play call. Do. Concept. Screen pass. Run. Option. Medium. Deep pass. Contact. Switch X contact.
Often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as
Cross
well.
button.
Got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On play action.
R1 button. Cross button.
Dangerous throw there as that's
Entering play call. Switch X. AHD angle. Switch X contact.
Man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll fake the handoff.
Circle button. Triangle button.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. Now the Panthers going to single.
Entering play call. Contact. Switch X
They'll
contact.
stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll
R1 button. R1 button. R1 button. R1 button.
and taken down at the 21. Javon Hart.
Entering play call. Play call. Switch X contact.
So we come upon halftime and what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Tiburon Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. Then on Sunday night, an NFC title game rematch from a couple of seasons ago. Packers and Niners from Levi Stadium.
Now time for a check of the next-gen stats in the first half for Carolina. And a big part of their success on the scoreboard is their success in the running game. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Texans, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
Entering the run outside, throw it short, throw it medium.
It's about time to get back at it. And for the call of the second half, we go
defend
back
short, defend medium, defend deep pass. Entering play call, special teams, you have 6 options, return left is selected.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first.
Entering play call, come back, there are 10, switch X, come back.
But I'd keep it
cover the kills,
and I think they're
concept, there are 9, play action, screen pass, run, inside zone split.
That'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They start the second. Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient. Followed his blocks.
Entering play call, inside zone. There are 11 category. Inside zone split. Zone fake jet. AHB zone WK. AHB zone WK. Inside zone. 94 will. AHB blast. AHB blast. AHB blast.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They run it again with Williams.
Cross button.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Entering play call, inside zone split, zone fake jet.
First down.
R2 button.
And he can only manage to get a couple.
Entering play call, inside zone. There are 11 concepts. There are 9 categories. Options. Quick pass. Medium pass. Dash. There are dash spot. Dash spot.
Play to your advantage. It's been a tough go for him.
Dash spot. Dash spot. Dash spot.
That was the same case on that play. 8 yards to go on 2nd down.
Cross button. R1 button. Cross button. R1 button. Cross button. R2 button.
Let's go. I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against...
Entering play call, dash, there are 4 concept, there are 9 keep pass.
Do a first down.
Play tight, there are 9 RPO, special, pass, run, RPO, run, inside, AHB inside zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Cross button.
Williams.
R2 button.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Entering play call, inside handoff, play type, there are 9 category, personnel, there are 9 categories, 1 RB bar, 1 T bar, 3 WR, double south, there are 21, bench,
So when they do,
stick,
they go back to their
HB zone WK,
steps. They're starting to
HB dive,
dominate.
HB draw, jet sweep, HB draw.
5 yards remain on second down.
Cross button, square button,
Williams.
cross button.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Entering jet sweep, HB zone WK, HB dive, body BL cross, dig and up, body BL cross.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Cross button,
Williams.
cross button.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive.
Entering play call, double personnel, 2 RB bar 3 P bar 0 W, 1 RB bar 2 P bar 2 WR, deuce close, there, bench, stick, bench.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll hand it off now.
Cross button.
Uses the stiff arm. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Entering call to challenge games coaching. Pop-up medical center is selected. And player name J Chase, player name J Poyer. Position SS. Injury type broken finger. Injury length out for game. Injury length 2 weeks. Injury position WR. Player name R incognito. Position LG. Injury type chest. Injury length TBD. Entering franchise screen, you have 7 options. Resume is selected. Entering play call, CNTRW. Personnel, there are 9. Play type, there are 9. RPO. Special, pass, run, pass. Quick pass, Y stick. Dragon spacing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Circle button.
To throw.
R1 button.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Entering play, Y stick, dragon space, play type, run. Inside, AHG inside zone.
On 2nd
R1
down.
button.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2.
Entering play call, inside handoff, there are 7 categories. AHG inside zone. AHG dive.
He definitely makes
Close
up
zone ST. Zone fig jet.
run game.
Zone fig jet. AHG dive. Inside zone split.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1.
Cross button.
They'll keep it on the ground.
R2 button.
It's Williams.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Entering play call, inside hand, play type, there are personnel, there are favorites, recent play, coach suggest, gun plan, double post.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Cross button.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
R2 button.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. HD stretch is selected. Regoni scissors. PHP base.
Line of scrimmage and dominating
On plan. There
on this
player.
drive.
There are formation. There are concept. Quick pass. Opt. Rusk. Play action. Pat. Do. Pass printate. Pared.
2nd and 2. First down marker at the 8.
Cross button.
To throw is Fields.
Triangle button.
That'll be complete to Stevenson.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it.
Entering play call. Do. There are 2 categories. Concept. There are 9 categories. There are formation. Player. There are 9. Markwise drop. Justin Jefferson. Justin. Slugosium. Puff Florida stretch. Slugosium. Bench. Slugosium.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Cross button. R1 button. R1 button. Square button. R1 button. Square button.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Justin Jefferson.
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. That attempt is selected.
He throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Kickoff left is selected.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Gets a base hit and he's on base. They bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4 seconds.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Play, so be it, but the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's taken down, but able to slip it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It's in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow looking to pass. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
In this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking deep downfield.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To scan it twice, the protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans get a bit closer. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Get a little bit more. Reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. That time a 9-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Cohen now to return.
R1 button.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter already.
Entering play call, mesh spot, RPO zone key, post HB corner.
You and I'll be here to watch.
AHB slim.
Not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team. But the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
R2 button.
Exciting. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no.
Entering play call, coach suggests curl combo.
For them to be good teammates right here.
Recent plays, coach suggestion, on plan. There are 9 categories. Player, there are 9. Marquise Brown, Justin Jefferson, Pa X Burst Cross.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Triangle button. R1 button. R1 button.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took it.
Entering play call, Justin Jefferson. You have 7. Player, there are 9 categories. You have 7 options. Just coach suggestion. On plan. Player, there are 9. Formation. Concept, there are 9. Play type, there are concept. Deep pass. Compact. Switch X. AHP. Shallow crop. Potassium. Switch X compact. AHP angle. Switch X compact.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Cross button.
Play fake now.
R1 button. R1 button. Cross button.
Got a man. That's Lazard.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one.
Entering play call, switch X compact, pa verticals, concept, play action pass, do, pa sprint, pa red, pa sprint HB flat, pa sprint HB flat, pa HB wheel. Cross button.
Play action. Fields.
Triangle button.
He's got
Cross button.
his right side. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
So much goes into a successful play.
Entering play call. There are two Kabu.
Just enough.
Sprint HB flat.
Field for the completion.
Concept formation. There are strong. Close. HB dive. Pod keep. Pa and around. Pod keep. Pa and around.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
Play action. It's Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I know that they've double-teamed him.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
How they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
11 MT.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Play action. It's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Burrow. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 30.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Working with a 2nd and 3.
11 Thomas. 12.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Simpson made some adjustments. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
And McManus able to put it through, and that lead is back down to 9 now.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one.
Entering play call, special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Cohen now to return.
R2 button.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Entering play call, close. You have 9 options. W or out is selected.
They tell him, that's on me. That's my bad.
AHP dive.
There, and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Trying to shake off the interception.
R1 button.
To throw.
Square button. Circle button. Triangle button.
And that is incomplete.
Entering play call. High and around. Formation. There are 3.
Get that one out to his
Scrum. I form. Single back. I form. Close. Mesh. Drag wheel. Inside zone. Flanker drive. Inside zone.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now a handoff. Here's 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Entering play call, formation, there, strong, I4, single, special, hail, go, gun, pistol, weak, concept, cheek pass, meet, run, screen, play action, do, pocket, sprint H, red.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected. Kick, punt, double, punt.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just outside his own goal line. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds finds his way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Daniil Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Count very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. That's complete to Slayton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sack.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And off the crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Here come the Panthers now, set to take.
Entering play call, pacing switch, AHD stretch.
So they still have to try and erase a 2-score 4th quarter deficit. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They give it to Williams running.
Cross-cutting.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that.
Entering play call, threatened space, AHD stretch. Close across.
Yes, take care of the
AHD stretch.
Yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
R1 button.
Fields.
Cross button. Cross button.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And he is tackled inside.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are Huggy DL AHP dive.
And I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Cross button. Cross button. Cross button.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, threatened spacing.
I guess that's why they call them running.
On plan, there are not player, there are not formation, there are concept, screen, run, run. Inside zone fake jet. Inside zone split.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about...
Entering play call, inside zone. There are 11 categories. You have 36 options. HB zone WK is selected. Inside zone split.
They'd be in situations.
Zone pick jet.
Be extra
inside zone split.
Coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
And it's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 45 yards is selected. Gun plan. There are 9 player. There are 9 formation. There I form, single back, spec, single back, wing tight, slug OC, mesh. 26 puff Florida stretch, AHB stretch.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 50 yards is select. Gun plan. Player. There are formation. There are concept. There are 9 option. Quick pass. Medium. Keep pass. Play action. Screen pass. Play action. Keep pass. Play action. Padu.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
Triangle button. Square button.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Texans defense stands tall. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Burrow. Catch made by Slayton. He's tackled a yard short of the mark.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision?
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
At least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here we go. Right, 80. Right, hot.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. Right, 80. Right, hot. 11 Thomas. 12.
Here comes Edwards-Helaire on the toss right. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th.
Entering play call, Padu.
Now the ball.
Ta HB wheel. Padu. Ta HB wheel.
On play action, Fields.
Square button. Triangle button.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field.
Entering play call, Padu. Ta HB wheel.
Pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. Was shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Triangle button.
Open man.
Button button.
Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds at the 20.
Entering play call, Padu.
Yards now.
Concept, screen pass, run, option, quick pass, medium pass, keep pass, play action pass, do, Padu.
Now gives a much
Pass
better
print HD flat,
third down.
Red. Cross button.
To throw, Fields.
Cross button. Square button. Square button. Cross button.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first...
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 12 options. Punt is selected.
You need away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this ball is going to be touched out just shy of midfield.
Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense.
With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Football, if you want to get your team back into the game, but it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe one block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Right there, 54, right there.
On second down, here's the option.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow will throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Time separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Well, good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the
Entering play, mesh spot, AHP dive.
occur, so they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams.
Cross button.
Solid stiff
R2
arm.
button.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Entering play, AHP slip screen. Cross button.
Here's the first carry for
R2
Tariq.
button.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23.
Entering play call. Go level switch.
Gets second and 4.
AHB stretch.
This is kind of the
Post HB corner.
yardage work.
AHB stretch.
See if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Cross button.
Get down.
R1 button.
Field.
R1 button. Circle button.
Looking for the end zone.
Cross button.
And that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
Entering play. Triangle. Prejoni HB scissor. Take return. Prejoni scissor. Verticals.
Send him deep. Try and throw
On plan. There are player. There are 9. Formation. There are distal. Weak. Strong. I form. Single back. Wing top. Sluggos. Mesh. 26 do. Puff lord. AHB stretch.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Cross button.
A give to Williams.
R2 button.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Inside zone is selected. Spacing. Inside zone.
The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here.
Cross button.
Fields.
Triangle button.
Got it
R2
open.
button.
Finding Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the...
Entering play call. Coach suggests club switch. AHB slam.
This drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Cross button. Cross button.
Able to shake him off.
Square button.
And that one going to come up short.
Entering play call. Sudden space. AHB stretch.
They're going to get him on the ground and get
Zone
him.
pick jet.
He was able to elude
AHB stretch.
even though it threw it incomplete downfield. If you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down
Entering play call. Coach spacing.
on the play.
On plan. There are player. There are 9 formation. There are 9 goal line. Gun. Pistol. Weak. Strong. I form. Single back. Wing type. Sluggo. Mesh. 26. Puff lord. AHB stretch.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Cross button.
They'll try to run.
Cross button.
Williams.
And he is not going anywhere. He will not even get back to the line of scrimmage as the clock will...
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 9 on plan. There are 9 categories. Throw it medium. Player. There are formation. There are 9. I form. I form. Close. Mesh. Drag wheel. Inside zone. Flanker drive. Inside zone.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Cross button.
They run.
Cross button.
And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
Throwing, Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill. 95 yards. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
throws and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Entering play call. Special teams. You have 6 options. Return left is selected.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
R2 button.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers now set to take over offensively.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out.
Entering play call.
Plays.
Formation. Concept. Keep path. Media. Play action path. Oscar tape. Red.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Triangle button.
That'll be complete.
Cross button.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their team.
Entering play. Padu.
Head to the
Osprint
side.
HB.
Talk
Red.
about what to do
Osprint
next.
HB flat. Osprint HB flat. Pa HB real.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Off play action. Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth.
Yeah, he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Entering play call. Padu. Osprint HB flat. Red.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now it's Fields off the boot.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing.
Entering play call. Padu. Osprint HB flat.
When you've thrown as many
Concept.
interceptions as he
Screen pass. Run.
you definitely
Inside zone split.
wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They'll try and run for
Cross
it.
button.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Entering play. Inside zone fake jet. Concept. There. Option. Run. Screen. Play action. Do. Red. Osprint HB flat.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button. Circle button.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Entering play call. Concept. Screen pass. Run. Inside zone split.
2nd and 10.
They'll try and run down some. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining.
Entering play call. Inside zone. There are 11. Inside zone split.
Next.
Concept. Option. Quick pass. Media. Keep. Play. Screen pass. Play action. Do. Pass print. Red. Pass print HB flat. Pass print HB flat. Pa HB wheel.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Play action. It's Fields.
Flare button.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Button.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final.
Entering play call. There are 2 categories. You have 11 up. Padu. Pa HB wheel. Padu. Pa HB wheel.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A play fake. Now Fields to
Cross
throw.
button.
He's got his tight
button.
right side.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Entering play. Padu. Padu left. Pass print HB flat.
2nd and 8 coming up. Fields now to throw.
Cross button. Triangle button.
Intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
Entering play call. Coach suggestion. Cover 2-man spot. On plan. There are 7 categories. Defend geek passes. Defend geek pass. Cover 3 sky. Cover 3 match.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Entering play call. Defend geek pass. You have 75 options, but slant show do is selected.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10.
To throw, Burrow.
He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it.
Entering play call. Defensive pass. You have 75 out. Cover 3 sky. Hook slant show 2. Cover 2 man. Nickel blitz 2. Overload free scheme.
Face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Now Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the
Cross-cutting.
And the Panthers have just about sewn up this football game.
Entering play call. Padu. Sprint HD flat. Red. Padu left. Red.
It is hard
Padu left.
to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
To throw is Fields.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead,
Entering play. Padu.
After
Play
what you
call.
faced during this
Padu
game,
flow. Padu slide. Padu slide. Padu slide.
revenge
Concept.
the secondary
Screen pass.
threaded
Run.
the game.
Inside zone split.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Williams.
Button.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Entering play call. Inside zone. There are 11 categories. You have 30. Concept. There. Play height. There are not. Personnel. 2RB bar 3P bar 0 WR. Normal. Power O. AHD split O.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Carolina, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys.
Post-game report player
Meanwhile,
stats.
for the Texans, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.